Hello and welcome, guys. Thank you for joining me again for another night of Facebook Live. I also want to recognize those that catch me on the replay from YouTube and or SoundCloud. It is indeed a blessing to be here with you tonight, as I am your host, Antricia Bray Smith, author, educator, and public speaker. Tonight we're going to talk about your butt. We're going to talk about the butts that we use that get in the way of us making progress, and just try to encourage you guys that it is now time more than ever, and I say it so often, to stop making excuses. I mean, time for excuses is out the window, but I can't just bring this to you one time in one way and expect that we are going to get it. It takes repetition. It takes reminding us over and over again that we have to stop making excuses for the things that we need to get for our lives, guys. So this is what we're talking about tonight, just to let you know that your butt, every time you're saying something and you use that word but, it cancels out everything that you said prior to that but. And so therefore nothing gets done, because what comes after the but is generally or usually an excuse. So guys, I want to encourage you tonight to eliminate the excuses from your lives. Think about the conversations you've had today. Think about the people you were engaged with today. How many times did you hear the word but come up? Hey Diane, how are you tonight? Did you use the word but today? Did you use the word but? Did you know that every time we use that word but comes an excuse after that, and it keeps us from getting accomplished what we desire to get accomplished in our lives? So today what I've done is I've sat here at the computer and I've tried to try my hand at getting some work done. I made up in my mind, yes, you did. All right, so that's my challenge to you, Diane, is to make sure we start eliminating but, and let's reframe whatever it is we're saying when we use the word but. We're going to try to eliminate the excuses in our lives, okay? So I have an upcoming class coming up, and it's called Business Sense and Branding. So I wanted to try my hand at creating a curriculum to go along with that course. Now, I've never done it before, but it was an idea that I wanted to try because I've seen it be successful in a couple of the courses that I've taken. So, but I didn't know how to do it. I've never done it before. So here's the word but. So what I wanted to do versus but, here comes the excuse. After that, I didn't know how to do it, or I don't know how to do it. So if I stand on that but would keep me from accomplishing the idea, or for acting on the idea that I had. But guess what? I pressed through the but. I didn't know how to do it, but I figured out a way to do it, and to get it accomplished, and to get it completed, and to get it published. So I just canceled out all the excuses for not doing or acting on or producing a product that I had an idea for. So think about the buts in your life. Think about the buts that you've stated today. Is what's more important? Is more important what you had before the but or after? And think about if you can reword that or redo that, then what does it look like? What does your life look like after removing the but and acting on the ideas that you have? So we live in a world that doesn't allow room for excuses anymore. Things that we don't know how to do, we have immediate access to people by cell phones and electronic devices. We have immediate access to the entire world that will give us instructions on how to do things. And we may not get it necessarily the first time around. We may not be able to comprehend it the first time around. We have to keep pressing. We have to keep trying until we get it. Because just because we don't get it the first time around, or we made some mistakes, doesn't mean that we put but in the way and cancel out everything that we think of. It just means we have to find another way to reword what we desire and figure out another way to get it accomplished. So Diane, I'm just curious to know what your but was today. What did it stop you from doing? Because, you know, but is just like a stop sign. It's saying that, hey, it gives us the excuse not to be productive. It gives us an excuse to continue to be and continue to be satisfied and continue to dwell in the situations or the places that we're in. It doesn't give us room to grow and develop and to expand and to be creative. So excuses act like stop signs in our life. So I would cook, but so if we don't cook, that means we're having some other alternative, right? Doesn't mean that we don't eat, but it just means that we don't have the healthier options. And if we don't cook, means we probably have to go out and spend money somewhere. So then that messes with our finances, or we're having to just knick-knack or snack or something that's not providing us enough energy and nutrition that we would have had if we had a cook. I would get up and do the dishes, but, well, what does that but create in the long run? It creates an excuse not to get up and not to have a clean kitchen, not to have a decent cup to drink out of if we want something ice cold or something to drink, you know. It means that we have the potential for bugs to begin to form and whatever else. So whatever your but is, guys, I want to encourage you tonight to eliminate the buts. The but is in your way. That is the only thing stopping you from doing something different. I was going to Boswell, but. So there could have been a blessing waiting for you in Boswell. Who knows? You could have just your very presence there could have made the difference in somebody's life. It could have been the last opportunity you could have had to do whatever it is that you were going to do. We just never know. Because when we use those excuse, when we use the word but, it generally stops us and it keeps us from really obtaining those things in our lives that are making that difference or that impact. So we don't know. So we don't know. So using the word but, I try to eliminate that. I generally just say what it is. Either it's a yes, I'm going to do it, or no, I'm not. And I try to eliminate the excuses altogether. So we're going to find new ways to say what we're going to do, eliminate the word but, and hold those accountable, the people that are talking to us. When they talk to us and they want to promise us something, and or they're trying to make us believe that they're going to commit to something, but so we're going to hold them now accountable, because when they say that word but, it then eliminates everything they said prior to that point, and now all that's left is the excuse that they're going to use. So we have to check people. We have to keep people accountable. So I don't do the buts. Don't tell me you would do something but. Just say either yes, you're going to do it and you're committed to it, or no, You're not, or you don't want to commit to it. And this is how we eliminate the excuses in our life. We need to have enough confidence in what we want to do, enough confidence in knowing that just because we don't know how to do it right now doesn't mean that we can't learn how to do it and just get it done. Because when we say that we would do something or that we are going to do something, people are holding us accountable. They are waiting on us. They're expecting us. They expect us to show up. If I tell you I'm going to be here at 10 o'clock p.m. every night, guess what? You're going to be here waiting on me at 10 o'clock p.m. every night. Not 10:05, not 10:10, not 10:15. And sometimes we know that things do come up. But as close to 10 o'clock as possible. I want to be hitting that go live button and ready to go live. Even if I have nothing, absolutely nothing to talk about, but just to check in with you guys and to encourage you and just to make sure you're okay. So, what's in our way? What's in our way? The butt is in our way. That is what's in our way. That is what has been holding us back. That is our downfall. But, so we're going to remove that from our vocabulary. In the next 24 hours, I want you to be aware of the butts in your life. The butts in your conversations. The butts, the butts, the butts. Not only that, hold other people accountable. Eliminate the excuses. This is the way we are going to impact the change. And when we can eliminate the butts in our life, that means we're ready to go to the next level. Because eliminating that one simple word helps us expand our creativity, helps us be more productive, and to overcome more in our life, guys. I appreciate you guys joining me tonight. Don't forget, the next 24 hours, I want you to work on the butts in your life. Move them out the way. Move them out your vocabulary. Either let it be what it's going to be, stand firm on your word, and eliminate the excuses, guys. We're going to work on that. All right, guys, I appreciate you guys joining me. I am your host, Antricia Bray Smith, author, educator, and public speaker. I'll see you here again tomorrow night, 10 p.m.